Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your boy AJ Tripp, and welcome to the Word According to Me. And on this one is a special Word According to Me. It's a Q&A. I get a lot of questions from on X.fm. I also get questions on Curious Cats. If you want to ask me a question, the link in the description box down below. You have links to my X.fm and my Curious Cat accounts where you can go there and ask me questions, either anonymously or this who you are. So you can go there, and that's where I get these from. I'm getting these questions from Ask.fm, and I'm going to answer them. It says here I have 85 new questions. I don't think we're going to go through all 85 questions, but we're going to go through several of these, and we'll see what happens. So let's start off. If you could take one thing to prison, what would you bring in with you? Wow, if I could take one thing to prison, what would I take in with me? Jesus. I would say it's a tough one. Because if I had to go to prison, that would just suck. I don't know why. I don't know anything that can make it better. I really don't. Maybe I don't know. That's a tough question. I don't know. If you had 5 concert tickets to your favorite band, who would you take with you? I've never been to a concert. I don't know if I would ever want to go to a concert. Um, I don't know who I would want to take with me. So yeah. Who is your best friend for the moment and why? I would say that would probably be my mother. She's been with me throughout all of this, and uh, she brought me down here when I came into some trouble last November with jobs and everything. So she's my end all be all. She's where I'm doing anything for right now. So I would say her. What is your battery percentage at the moment? Um, I would say it's 97%. This phone right here is it's an older phone, so I'm using this phone. It's 97%. And so yeah. What's the most daring thing you ever did? Well, I would say it was leaving Chicago to come down here. That's just Chicago's a city I grew up in. It's the only thing I've known, and to come down here, I didn't want to do it, but I did. So yeah, that's the most daring thing I ever did. Do you believe in horoscope compatibility? No, no, I don't believe in that stuff. Do you like Dennis Rodman? Obviously, this is a question um, having to do with the Last Dance, and yes, I do like Dennis. I do. Obviously, when I was a young Bulls fan and he was on the Pistons, I did not like him. I did not like him when he was in San Antonio. But when he came to the Bulls, he became one of us, and he's I think he's still one of us, even though he does do some crazy stuff and he's got some crazy friends. But yes, he is still one of us, and I am very very happy that Dennis is a Bull, and yes, I do like it. Someone says here, I hate fish. I do not eat fish. Do you eat fish though? And it says doe, DOE. No, I do not like fish. I do not eat fish. I stick with the main foods: chicken, pizza, hamburgers, that stuff. Although I do have like some very different food type of things, Some y'all would think I'm crazy. Like I don't eat ice cream, or don't eat macaroni and cheese, or don't eat a lot of those stuff. Like I eat spaghetti, but I don't eat lasagna. Some people might think that's crazy, but yeah, no fish for me. Have you ever been in an embarrassing situation where the memories of which haunt you up to this day? Yes. Every now and then there's something will come up where I get that and I say, God, why was I so stupid? Why did I even think that was, you know, like reasonable? And it's just God. And I'm just so glad the situation didn't end up turning out worse than it could have been. I was just so stupid. This is it. How to run away from your home. If you have a job, what precautionary measures to take? I don't know what you're talking about. You should not run away from home. If you're thinking about running away from home, you should not run away from home. Don't do it. Does anyone else think that the only good thing about summertime is the awesome sunsets you occasionally get to see? I'm a fan of autumn and winter. Spring can be good when it rains for days on end too. Listen, I am with you. I am someone that I do not like the heat. I can't stand the heat. The heat sucks. Um, the best is winter is the best time of the year. It's good. Fall is good as well. And spring can be happy. But when summertime gets and it starts getting into those 80 and 90-degree days, it is just ridiculous. And the bugs come out and God, it is anything. And then I just read today, on the date of this recording, that we've got the murder hornets now in the U.S. Yes, we have murder hornets. Jesus. Yeah, summer sucks. Give me winter all day. If I tell you something, if there is a magic lamp, if there is a such thing as a magic lamp and a genie, y'all better not. Y'all that do love the summer, better not better not hope I don't find it. Because when I find it, that's the first thing I do. I'm getting rid of summer. It's gonna be 50 degrees all year round. All year round. Yeah, no summer for you. Um. So yeah, no summer. Why are Mormons Freemasons? Hell if I know. If you were married, how different would your life be? Well, I'd be back in Chicago. I probably would have kids. I it'd be a lot different if I was married. A lot different. A lot better. I would suppose as well. What qualities do you value most in your friends? I, I just I just value like the friends, like like that they are, like they are who they are. The people like we can be different, but we can still be friends, and that's who I just value them as people, and so that's just I don't know if there's any qualities that I really truly value in them. I just value them as a people, as who they are, and I think of them as that. I like them for who they are. What kind of car do you drive? I don't drive a car. I don't drive at all. No, don't have a driver's license. What's the best part in life? Maybe you mean what's the best part of life? Listen, I don't know. I don't know what's the best part. Listen, my life is the greatest right now, so I can't tell you what's the best part of life. I just say living. Living is the best part of life. How far would you go for the one you love? Oh, Jesus Christ. Um, I don't know. It depends. Like, for like my mother, I do almost anything. for her. She deserves it. So maybe you're talking about like someone like like your wife, your significant other. I wouldn't know how far to go because I've never been in that place before. I like to think I could go maybe far, but you would never know. You would never know what it would be. Any advice for love? Take it, go for it. If you can find it, get it, cherish it, hug it, rub it. Football. What's your favorite social media app? It's hmm, that's an interesting one. I guess it's Twitter. I'm on Twitter the most. Well, I guess it would be Twitter. Were you happier 4 months ago than you are now? Nah, no. It's it's still a bitch. It's still a bitch. So no, not happier now than I was 4 months ago. Absolutely not. By the way, I'm also answering these questions as I go along too on the thing. So I'm answering to you and I'm answering on the app. Um, what's something you would never want to tell anyone? I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell here. No, I'm not gonna say that. It's ridiculous. What kind of question is that? What are the three most important things for you to be happy? One, get back to Chicago. Two, find me find me something I like to do, job, get a job so I can have my money. And three, and I don't know if this will be working or not, but I would not want my mother to be with me. We ain't gotta live together, but if she would come to Chicago, either that would really be good. I don't know if she really wants to though. I think she likes being in a place where there's not a lot of cold and snow and something like that. But some of the things that have gone on, and just I've getting down here. Uh, I don't know. Maybe she might be more open to it, or at least let's get her away from here down in Charlotte. Get her away from Charlotte. Pepperoni pizza or Hawaiian pizza? Listen, sausage, pepperoni, Canadian bacon, slash ham, regular bacon, ground beef. These are normal toppings for pizza, and should be, these are like the main toppings that should be for pizza. Like for people who are maybe vegetarians, you want to put, like peppers on your pizza. Okay, that's fine. I can take that. That's not for me. Mushrooms, same thing, not for me. But okay, for those for y'all psychopaths that put put like pineapples and other fruits and things like that on your pizza. Hell's wrong with y'all? What are y'all doing? Pepperoni pizza all day. Over if it's between pepperoni and Hawaiian pizza, all day. Would it be appropriate to tell somebody you love them after 2 days? Well, it depends on your feelings. I mean, listen, I'm not going to sit here and say that you can't fall in love with somebody within 2 days, especially if you spend the entire 48 hours with them and you talk with them and you have conversations with them. I'm sure that you can do that. You can fall in love with them. I'm sure of that. So I don't have any issues with that. I really don't. I think you probably if you probably are more feeling that's probably more of infatuation than love. But I'm not gonna sit there and say that it's you wouldn't love him. So no, I would say it is appropriate. It depends on who you are. What gift will you never forget? My cousins gave me a boombox when I was younger, and I used that boombox for everything. I would play my music on it. I would record music off the radio. I that was I treasured that thing, and it's once again one of the things that I left in Chicago, where I had to come down here, and yeah, it's just one of those things that I really really hate. And really, boom boxes are really the thing right now. I'm sure you know other things. I wouldn't know what to do with it. It's like everything that I left in Chicago, things like that. It's not the fact that I'm going to use them again or anything like that. They're just sentimental value to me, and that's really some sentimental value for me. What time is it where you live? Right now, it's 5:13 p.m. Eastern time. Do you like soda? Yes, but I call it pop, and that's what it is. It's pop, not soda. Pop. Let's see my. Let's go. Let's go. Top five pops. I would say Sprite, Sierra Mist, Orange Crush, um, Minute Maid. Yeah, the Minute Maid fruit punch drink, and I'll go with Seagram's ginger. Those five. Post the comments down below and let me know your top five pops. Not soda, pops. What are the most important lessons you've learned in life? Jesus. Life. I want to go Vince McMahon here and say life sucks and then you die. But I'm not going to do that, especially in this kind of we're in right now. I don't know. I would just say just be who you are. Yeah, that's the message for life. And try to be the best person that you can be. Are you messy? Not really. I'm not a messy type of person. No. I stay relatively clean. What kind of dish can you cook? Man, if you haven't seen my videos going around, I do some cooking. I can I can do some I can no listen, I don't make anything really anything from scratch or anything like that. But I make great chocolate cake, make a great pizza. I can cook the hell out of some burgers and some other things and fried chicken. I can do all of that good stuff. Make some spaghetti. So I'm your boy when it comes to cooking. I can cook my ass off. Can taste in music change your opinion about a person? No, no, not really. I think it's just I know some people are like if you listen to that your musical tastes are like they'll look at you differently if you have different musical tastes. And I'm not one to go that route. I think that your music, what you like in music, is what you like in music. That makes who you are who you are. It's not going to change my opinion. I'm not going to think you're a bad person because you listen to Marilyn Manson or something like that. No, I'm not gonna. And then vice versa. I don't want you to think I'm a bad person because I listen to R. Kelly for say. R. Kelly has all of that stuff going on. I'm not gonna mute R. Kelly. I'm never going to mute R. Kelly. But you know, so I don't want you to think I'm a bad person because I listen to R. Kelly and he's got all of this stuff going on in his life. So do the same thing for you. So no, it doesn't. It doesn't change. It doesn't change my opinion on somebody. Mm. What have you always wanted? Did you ever get it? I would just say no. And let's move on. What would you do with $1 million? But the first thing I would do, I would pay my taxes. Because I would probably, if I would get $1 million, I would have to probably rent it or something. So I'm paying my taxes first. That's the first thing I'm doing. Um, then after that, I see, because I probably would, because I pay my taxes, then I pay my student loan debt off. I have a lot of student loan debt that I need to pay off, and then probably have some other debts that I need to pay off from back in Chicago. I pay those off, and then with what I have left, I'd probably once again move back to Chicago. There's a theme here, theme here in these questions, but that's probably what I would do. Yeah. Do you like to make new friends? Yes, I do. I like to make new friends, but I will say this: I do think that as a 38-year-old person, I'm getting to the point to where the friends that I have are probably the friends that's going to have. I'm probably not going to make new friends really. I remember looking online about something like that, and that's something that they say. They say that you know it's very hard for you to make new friends once you get past like a certain age. So the friends that you have are the friends that you are going to have for the rest of your life. So, but as for making new friends, sure, it's always something. Always cool to have someone meet someone new. What movie or TV show title best describes your ridiculousness? Ridiculousness, especially in the world we're living in right now. Ridiculousness. What was the most thoughtful gift that you received? Once again, then we're going to go back to the boombox thing. What place on earth would you like to live? Chicago. Once again, what fruit do you eat the most? I'm gonna say watermelon. Now I tried to eat some watermelon when I came down here to North Carolina, but it was some bad stuff, man. It didn't it was didn't stay fresh for that long, so I don't know. But I think the fruit, is it the watermelon or grapes? The red grapes, not the green grapes. Green grapes are okay, but I prefer the red grapes. So let's see here. We'll probably do 5 more questions. What are your goals in life? I think it's yeah. Again, right now my goal is right now I'm taking IT classes so that I can become like an IT professional and hopefully do something like with network security. And so that's first goal. The second goal is to get a job, to get a job and do some work, save some money, and to get back to Chicago. So those are really right now just the 2 goals that I have. What if every time you get mad or upset, your body inflated like a balloon? Listen, my body's already inflated like a balloon, so I don't need that to happen if I get mad or upset for that to happen. So please, no. Please, no, don't let that happen. Do you believe that the helicopter met with a UFO in the sky over the U.S.? Now, this was 14 days ago, but this is also this is a kind of a weird question because and I'm reading this because obviously this past week the Pentagon said that there were some UFOs that were, that they caught on camera and they showed it off and everything like that. But this is what I'm going to say. UFO stands for unidentified flying object, right? And we associate UFOs with aliens. However, let's be smart here. Let's be realistic. There are no aliens. There aren't. So those UFOs that we saw, even the thing that said that it was probably a drone. So that's what it was. It was probably a drone. They called it a UFO, but they couldn't know. They really couldn't make sure what it was. So that's what it was. It was a drone. But come on, y'all, let's be smart. There are no aliens. There are no aliens. Um, what route would you choose for an around the world trip? See, actually, I wouldn't even go. I wouldn't take a trip around the world. I really wouldn't. That's something that I have any interest in. What's really funny was for the longest time, I haven't been wanting. I wouldn't want to take trips outside the country. I really wouldn't. I didn't want to. I would be against it. But then I thought about it and I realized that, well, listen, there's winter in other places and there's fall and springs in other places. So yeah, so maybe a trip to Italy, a trip to France, even maybe a trip to London. It wouldn't be that bad. Yeah, it wouldn't be that bad. Um, if you go over there, if you go take a trip over there when it's spring or fall or winter or something like this, it wouldn't be that bad. Don't go in the summertime, obviously. So yeah, that's what you do. You just you wouldn't do it in the spring. And another place I wouldn't want to go would be Vancouver, Canada. They say that's a wonderful, beautiful city up there, and I think that's something up in the Pacific Northwest or something that you would like to go see. Although now the Pacific Northwest, Washington State particularly, is where they're finding the whole murder hornets at. So maybe I wouldn't want to go to Vancouver. Maybe I want to stay here. We'll see. All right, and I think finally the last question is have you received your stimulus check yet? This was 16 days ago, and yes, I have. I have received it. I got some good stuff, and I got a new phone that hopefully will be better. It's got a little bit more space on it. The phone my main phone right now is 32 gigabytes. This one's gonna be 64 gigabytes, so it will be run a little quicker and run a little better than the one that's 32 gigabytes. Because you can't nothing can update seemingly. So yeah, I kind of I like I got some other good stuff and able to buy some other things too. Um, so yeah, I'm happy, and I'm hoping that well, I should say I'm hoping. There's a part of me that kind of wants another for them to do it one more time later on in the year, send everybody a stimulus check. But I also wonder if that could do something to the country, and that would be does printing money like that just does it ruin um does it ruin things, and does it you know end up being like that? So yeah, I do kind of worry if doing those things like that, if it would affect the economy, or if it would affect the way the country is. Does it hurt our standings, and with the economy wise? So I do worry about that. But I think it was good to get 1,200. It was good to get another 1,200, but we'll have to wait and see. So yeah, that was a Q&A. Once again, if you want to ask me a question, you can click in the description box down below and click on the links to Ask FM or to Curious Cat. Either one, we'll get questions, and who knows, maybe I'll do this again in a month or so, and we'll have another Q&A session, and it'll be fun. So yeah, post your comments down below. Tell me what you guys think, or even maybe if you want to post your questions down in the comments section, and I'll use some of the questions in the comments as well. Like the video. Oh, I should remind you, if you go to patreon.com/AJTrip, become a Patreon. When I get to a certain number of Patreons, um, we will I will be able to open up the things where you can like choose and select stuff to see on this channel, what I play on Twitch and what I talk about on my podcast. So go to patreon.com/AJTrip to become a patron. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there. And I am out.